Hey guys, so I'm coming on here. Vanessa asked me to do some training videos for you all. And so I'm coming on here. I am Amber Rose Markham. I am from Irving, Kentucky, and I am over the Flamingo Scent Squad. Now I will say, I'm outside on my back porch too. So, you might hear my dogs or something. But anyway, so I promoted to director. I'm just doing a little background with me. So I promoted to director in 2019, but actually I just lost my title. Yes, so the first time I've ever lost my title, end of May. So so I'm a superstar consultant right now. So yes, I did. Am I upset about it? I am upset, but like I'm hard on myself about it. So am I mad at my team? No, I am not. I am not mad at my flock, but I am mad at myself. But right now, I'm just going to be bluntly honest that it's hard. Everything's hard right now. Life's hard. Just basically, everything's hard. It's not COVID years. If you was not here in COVID years, it was like extremely busy, extremely fast paced. That was just it. I mean, you didn't really have to work hard. Everything was handed to you, and you didn't have to do any of the extras and all this stuff. But that's where we're at right now in our world, and that's okay. And yes, I will get my title back. I will, but right now everything's just hard, and I've accepted that. But am I still going to work hard? Absolutely. So, just a bit of that. But yes, I have a small team of the Flamingo Scent Squad. Sorry. I live in Irving, Kentucky, and yes, if you are wondering, that is spelled the same as Irvine, California, but we do not pronounce it. We run everything together in Kentucky. So it's Irvin, with kind of like they spell it the same, but we don't put an E at the end of it when we say it. And in case you're wondering, it is not Louisville, it's Louisville. Everything is ran together. That's just how we talk. Most people are obsessed with my accent, so if you love it, great. If you don't, I'm sorry. But anyway, yes, I am from rural Eastern Kentucky. Not super, super Eastern, but I am more Eastern. I am close. If you're familiar with Kentucky, I am probably 45 an hour away outside of Lexington, Kentucky. So if you are familiar with any of that, that is where I'm at. As far as Louisville, I am about 2 hours outside of Louisville. So not super close, about 2 hours from Cincinnati. And about 2.5, depending on traffic, from the Kentucky-Tennessee line. So there's your thing. I'm not close to Western Kentucky at all. There you go. But we do venture over there. So just a little background about me. If you're trying to figure out where I am located, that is where I'm at. So anyway, I have been with Scentsy since March of 2017. So we're looking at almost 8.5 years. If you hear the wind here, it is windy, and I'm so sorry. But it is beautiful outside today. It's not 95 degrees. So you're sitting with me on the porch. But anywho, I have been with Scentsy since March 2017. My actual join date was March 2nd of 2017. And I've been with Scentsy ever since. I have never quit Scentsy and rejoined. I have stayed consistent all the way through. It will be 8.5 years, September 2nd. But anyway, if we have the same join date, woohoo! But anyway, so I'm coming to talk to you today. Today is my day on the refresh page. But anyway, so today I am coming to talk to you about, and sorry if my dog gets up here and you see him, he's old. But anyway, so today I'm coming to talk to you about coolers. So the Scentsy summer coolers. That is not my original idea. I will not take credit for that, but whoever did come up with it, that was plumb awesome sauce. So I'm just coming here to kind of talk to you about it, like how I've run with it for PRV and stuff, mainly in the month of June. So I'm just going to kind of explain how I did things, but I am not the original creator, so kudos to whoever was. But anyway, so the cooler things is the Igloo Coolers. So I know it's a big thing, like you can order them at Target. I will just go ahead and put this out there. I am not close to Target. I have to drive 45 minutes to an hour. The closest one is in Lexington. So I usually ship everything, and everything from Target comes FedEx. So I buy everything, and then I just ship it in unless I'm making a trip. But then sometimes they don't have what I need, so I just ship it because I'm not going to go to 5 different Targets just to get it. But anyway, so the Igloo Coolers do come from Target. There are coupons. Sometimes there are, sometimes there isn't. So just give or take on that. If not, they are $19.99. I know some people got them for $15.99. So I'm just putting that as a side note. So how do I do the Igloo Coolers? They come in different colors, like wide variety. There's yellow, there's mint, there's seafoam, there's lilac, there's royal blue. I could be missing one, not sure. But anyway, I don't give people, I don't want them to choose the color. If you do, that's cool. That's totally cool. But I don't, because I'm just trying to order whatever they got. Anywho, so on the Igloo Coolers, I literally order those. So they're paying for the cooler, and they're paying for the Scentsy that they get in there. So I gave them 2 price ranges in the month of May. They had a 45 and a 65. Basically, I just pulled stuff because it's including the cooler price, but then your Scentsy is exceeding the amount you paid for the cooler. Because how that works, yes, it is in compliance. Yes, it's been approved. There is a picture that somebody posted on one of my posts about the coolers of ideas. I need to try to go back and find that, and I can post it below in the comments. That way it kind of give you a better idea of it. But yes, it is in compliance. It totally is. So you charge for the cooler, and then you have Scentsy in it. But the cooler price cannot exceed the amount of Scentsy that you're getting, by 10%. So you can't give them $60 worth of Scentsy and give them a $70 cooler, if that makes sense. You just you can't do that. So the cooler's $20 unless you get it on a deal, and then I put the Scentsy in there, and so you're paying $45. Well, that's including the cooler, the Scentsy products, and then you're getting a $65 deal for a cooler and Scentsy products. So that is how I'm doing that, but the amount of Scentsy is still exceeding the price of the cooler. So I will give samples in that. I will give just different items. Like the last ones I did was fragrance flowers for the 45. I didn't have anybody do the 65. I'm just going to be honest. So I did fragrance flowers. I did a sample of the swipes with the sun-drenched cotton, which absolutely smells amazing. So I did that. I did a wax bar. I did a scent circle. I gave them a showcase brochure. And there was something else I threw in there, but off the top of my head, I cannot remember. But I will post pictures and stuff like that. So anyway, so that is what I did for the 45. And the reason I did that, yes, I could have done something else. I totally could have. But my theory on that is I wanted to give fragrance flowers. Most of them was from the, I always get it backwards. Petals and petals, petals and petals. Anyway, so it was from that. Mainly because I wanted to reach out to them with new scents. Club. Second of all, which I know you can't do fragrance they're not going to keep making it once it leaves. But if they really like it, they'll get the wax bar. So that was my thinking. They have really good scents. I don't really think there's a bad one in that collection. They're amazing. Also, my thing was okay, well, they know we're all about warmers and wax bars, but have they tried the fragrance flowers? So I did fragrance flowers because I wanted to get fragrance flowers out there. Because another thing, you might give them, and I gave them a wax bar, I did. But what if they don't have a warmer? Or what if, you know what I'm saying? So I tried to think outside the box and put stuff in there they had never tried. So that way, if they fell in love with the scent, then that means that they will add that scent to their club or create a club and do it. Did I succeed at that? Absolutely. So I gave the fragrance flower. A woman had actually tried Scentsy before, never had the fragrance flowers. The next day after she got home, set it all up, set up a fragrance flower. The next day she called me, or she messaged me, and completely new customer too at that. So this woman is a new customer and everything. Then she ordered 3 more fragrance flowers from my website because she fell in love with them and loved how they gave so much scent, like aroma off. And she's like, my whole room smells amazing. So she ordered 3 more. And not in the same scent, but she did order 3 more. And she was a brand new customer. Now, how did I decide on those? So how I decided on those is I made up a form on boards, because boards is life. And I use it for literally everything. And I mean everything. Family stuff, I use it for everything. But anyway, so I made a form on there, and I asked them what scents that they liked. Had they tried Scentsy before? Did they know what Scentsy was? Do you like fruity? Do you like woods? Do you like spice? Do you like bakery? Do you like fresh? Do you like, floral? Yada, yada, yada. I asked them, and they gave me, and I let them do multiple choice, like up to 3. That way they give me 3 different things to go on, so I could get different scents. Like, okay, for fragrance flowers, I can do this. For a wax bar, I can do this. For a scent circle, I can do this. That way, I could pull from different ones. So that is what I did. I posted it in a mom's group that is close to me. Got quite a few orders. All of them was new customers. Even got a girl that has never tried Scentsy before, and she fell in love. So I was super, super excited that I got all new customers. They all loved it. Let's see. I'm trying to think. So three of them all work at my husband's work, which is Toyota. Not the car dealership. He actually works at the plant here in Kentucky that builds the Camrys and RAV4s and stuff. So anyway, so just as a tidbit of that, not the car dealership. He actually builds them. So if you own those, they came from Kentucky. So anyway, that's what he does. So actually at the plant, like I had a bunch of people order from there, so he delivered those for me, and then there was one that didn't work there that he delivered, because usually for those area he delivers them straight to their porch for me. But anyway, so they was all new customers. They just filled out the form. I got all their information, got their name, their email address, because you can send info out by doing that through your Scentsy email, like if you send to your customers and stuff. Got their phone number so I could text them and update them with their orders, because, hey, they had never ordered from me before. They didn't know me from nobody. They didn't know me from Jim Bob. So I did that. That way I could update them, and they was very thankful for that, because I didn't want them to, you can get, I'm not that person, but there are those people. So I just wanted to, reassure them. So I did all that. I had all their info. That way I knew what to go by, if they tried it before, where to start at, everything. So that helped a ton. So I will say that that is a good way to do things, because you understand them better, and then you get all their info to constantly send them messages, and you can plug it in with your Scentsy Connect app and everything. So that was wonderful. I do suggest doing that. If they're already your customer and you know them, then no, you don't have to, by no means. So that is one thing that I do suggest doing with the coolers, though. If you're going to post like on a mom's group, a neighborhood page, anything like that. I live so far out, there's like no subdivision. So, but so, if you're going to do like a neighborhood page or anything like that, then yes, make sure you have the form, especially getting new customers. It's way more organized. I like to be very organized and punctual. So I try my best, but I have 2 kids. So anyway, so I will say that that's how I done mine, and it was so much better. And then you can actually connect them to your Gmail with, because mine is connected. My boards is through my Gmail. So it can send, every time you get a new response, it will send it to you, and you can print them off. So that was a lifesaver right there. So I had it right in front of me. So that is how I did mine, but I done it all the different colors. You just got picked at random. As far as packing them, I pretty much told you what I put in them. But all that brown paper that we get in those boxes, well, I stuffed that full in the cooler. So it's not like sitting down there. It's on a very nice display. So I put all that in the bottom of the cooler. Sorry, I'm not sleepy, but every time I do a video, I yawn. Anyway, I guess I bore myself. I don't know. But anywho, so I put all that brown paper in the bottom of it, and then I set everything up really nice. I do go to the Dollar Tree, and I get the some people call it shredded, some people call it crinkle. I call it the crinkle paper back there, like in the party section. And I put like different colors. I try to do like summery colors. I don't do the same color as the cooler. I try to like do a different color to make it pop. So I do all that, put crinkle paper on top and set everything up super, super nice. So that is how I do my coolers. But yes, I do order them from Target. If you are close to a Target, then don't worry about it. You don't have to order them, but I do. So anything like that, remember, it is in compliance. It has been approved. I know there are some stipulations besides like the 10%. I will hunt for the picture and post it in the comments below. And then I did do 2 price points. I will say for the month of June, which you could do this right now too, for July. For the month of June, I did the whiff box, and that was, so I just have 1 price point in the month of June. Like, hey, if you missed out, don't worry. I'm coming back for the second round, and this is what you're going to get. So I did the last one because you had the pink Scentsy Ergo. Then you had the wax bar. Not the wax bar. You had the pods. Sorry. Anyway, runs together after a while. And then the few other things that you had in there. But basically, you are only paying for the Scentsy Go and the cooler, because everything else that you got in there was free. Literally. That's it. You did get a wax bar in there. I forgot that. You got the scent of the month for July in June. So, I mean, you're only paying for the Scentsy Ergo and the cooler basically at that point. That's it. And you got the wipes, the body wipes in there. So, I mean, that's all you're paying for. And that's what I told them. I was like, that's basically all you're paying for is the cooler and the Scentsy Ergo. Everything else is free because the Scentsy Ergo is $35. And that's all you're paying for the whiff box. I do have these cup floaties that you can use in the pool. They're flamingos because I do everything in flamingos. So I do have those in there. And I use them just as to decorate. You get it free. I don't charge any extra. I've had them since COVID, and I have a ton of them, and I would really, 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 really like to get rid of them. So I'm using those in the coolers for the ones that I did in June. Just as an extra, just to spice things up and make it look cute. No charge for those, just charging for the whiff box and the cooler. So anything extra that I may want to throw in, other than that, I'm not charging for. I will probably still give like a swap sample because those are easy to package, and I have the cute little iridescent bags to put them in and the labels to go on the front. So that's why I'm using that just as something extra, showcase brochure. Of course, now we are going to digital now for the scent sitting warmer of the month, but with the ones I have, you know, I put those in there. The scratch and stiff sticker, sorry. Anything like that, I just put in there as extras along with what came in the whiff box and the cooler. But other than that, that's basically like all I do. But I will say, of course, you know, we can't charge for samples. So if you want to give samples, that is totally fine. You don't have to. And then if you have any extras that, hey, I've had these for a while, let's pull them and get rid of them because they're cute, they're summery, and I think my customers would love them. Then that's what I'm doing basically with the flamingo cup floating that you can put in the pool. It's been a huge hit, and everybody has loved them. So I just thought it was something cute to spice it up with. So I think that's basically everything I do. I'm trying to do this to where I'm not dragging this on for you all. That's basically everything I do for the coolers. I can post any things in the comments or links below. I will post my board form. That way you can go look at it. Promise I'm not sleepy. That way you can go look at it and get kind of an idea on how to do things. I will post that on there. Any cooler pics I've taken, I'll post that. That way you have those to kind of get ideas and run with. I've actually used these for the coolers. I've actually had somebody use it for a closing basket for closing day on the house, you know, for like real estate and all that. That will be on another training. But side note, I have actually had somebody ask for that. So make sure you put your business card in there. And also I do referrals. So I have like a referral card. So I put business card and my referral card in there. Anything like that you can. I'm so sorry. I promise I'm not sleepy. I just do this every time I make a video. So, anything like that you can put in there as extras or anything, because if they refer customers, and once they fill up, like my referral, think mine's from Shauna Davis. I use a lot of her canvas stuff. So, I do that. Once you get like 10 new referrals, then, and the orders are over a certain amount, like I think a $30 order or more, and you get 10 of those, then like you get a free item from me. Anyway, so that's like my referral cards. I've got something new I'm working on too, to pass out at businesses to keep, where it just has a QR code and you can scan it. It's something different that Shauna posted, and I'm working on that too. So I appreciate all of what Shauna posts for us to run with and ideas. But other than that, that's basically what I do on my coolers. Just Target Igloo Coolers. I can post the measurements and the exact ones. I think it's like the ones that hold 12 or 18. It's the taller ones with the handles that come up and you can flip up the lid. It's not like the short ones that back in the day that you used them for your lunchbox or anything like that. Smaller ones. I will say, if you don't want to use those and you want a cheaper price point, Target does have some, and it's their Target brand for summer. And they're like the smaller ones that has the handle that you could use as a personal lunchbox, but it's their brand with the flip back lid. It's not like the Igloo that slides back. Personal lunchbox, it's like their Target summer brand, and it actually has like the flip up lid with a handle, but it's more of a personal size. You can use those if you're looking for a different price point. That is totally an option. So share those too. But yeah, they totally have those on Target too. And they have such cute summer stuff that you could buy too, like in the, like the dollar things they have. Where they have the like $3 and $5, the bullseye thing. Yeah, they have all kinds of different options if you just want to like do one huge bulk order. If you do have to ship your stuff, it has to be over $35 to get free shipping. Otherwise, you have to pay for it. And then, of course, sorry guys, some items you cannot ship to, I think. But now the coolers, they're totally shippable. Other than that, post everything in the comments. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And I hope you enjoyed this training. Sorry, I was trying to make it as quick so I don't wear you out as possible. But if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Send me a private message on Facebook, send me a friend request, whatever. I would post as much info as I can below in the comments. But if you are still the least bit confused or have any question, and don't ever think that any question is crazy or stupid or anything, because it's not. And you may be answering somebody else's question that is afraid to ask, because that's what I always say. So I hope this video helps. Everything will be in the comments below. If you have any more questions, please don't hesitate to ask. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day and rest of your week. And also, I hope you all had a wonderful 4th of July. If you are in America. If not, and you're in Canada, I hope you had a wonderful, I guess you all call it Canada Day, Canadian Day. Anyway, I know it's close to our 4th of July stuff. So, if you are in England or Australia, I hope you all had just a wonderful week. Anyway, we all know I love my Aussies and everything. So, but anyway, I hope this video helps you. And I hope you can run with it and get all kinds of ideas. If you come up with something different and want to share it with me, share it. I'm always up for new ideas or anything to make things better. Any questions? Let me know. You all have a wonderful day. Thank you.